Hi, wonderful people. This is Meg with Mama Bear Yoga, and we are going to do some stretchy sunshine yoga today. Go ahead and find yourself in a comfortable seat. I'm choosing to take a quick twist here in a cross-legged seat, but you might go ahead and come to stillness if that's what feels best for your body today. Welcome, you've showed up, you've made it, you've made the decision to spend 8 minutes checking in on yourself. And that is a very valuable decision. You might take one more twist to the left and the right, getting out any movement before we take a moment to focus on the sound of our breath. Close your eyes, rest your hands on your knees or your thighs, and just take a moment to settle in here. Feel the quality of air in the room where you are practicing or the outdoors, whether it's cold or hot. Maybe you notice the sounds around you as you reach your arms up and overhead and sink your elbows back and down in cactus arms. Once again, reaching your arms up and overhead, sink your arms back and down in cactus arms. Arms go up and overhead, bringing your shoulders, your elbows back and down for cactus arms. This is a great stretch for your scapulas. Think about squeezing a pencil between your shoulder blades. Once again, bringing your arms up and overhead, and this time, go ahead and fold forward over your crossed legs here. Since we're just starting out our practice today, be patient with yourself. If folding forward is a little too much right now, you can stay seated. Maybe if you're able to rest your forehead on the mat, you can. And then we'll rise up nice and slow and come to tabletop position. Drop your belly for cow pose. And then arch your back for cat, stretching out our spines. Drop your belly for cow pose. Exhale. Inhale as you arch your back in cat. Drop your belly for cow pose. Exhale, arch your back for cat. Drop your belly for cow and arch your belly for cat. Now come to a neutral spine. Stretch your right leg out behind you. Maybe you saw back and forth for a breath, stretching out your calf, and then reach your your left arm and your right leg out, and then draw them together. Take your time here. Reach your left arm and right leg back out, and then draw them close together. Right arm and left leg out. Adding just a little bit of core work and balance here today. And then come back to tabletop. Stretch your left leg behind you, and then raise it up, reaching your right arm this time out. Left leg and right arm come out, and then draw them in. Left leg and right arm come out, then draw them back in. Left leg and right arm come out, and then draw them back in. Come back to tabletop, neutral spine, and let's enjoy a puppy posture here. Lower your elbows and sink your chest down to the earth. Walk your hips and your knees back, but don't let your butt actually sit on your heels. This is going to keep the stretch focused more in your shoulder blades as opposed to in your hips and low back. If you do want more stretch in your hips and low back, go ahead and sink your butt onto your heels for a child's pose, and that will definitely stretch it out. Rise back up to tabletop. And from here, go ahead, keep your left knee on the earth, but reach your right leg behind you as you come into a supported side plank. Reach your right arm up and towards the sky. Maybe you add some gentle movement with the arm that's reaching up and overhead. Maybe not. Finding a pose or movements that feel good, that feel comfortable in the supported side plank. Just waking up the body today. Deep breaths in and out. And from here, keep that right leg stretching out behind you, your left knee on the earth, and reach your torso up with both arms on either side of your head for stargazer pose. You can look past your left elbow or out in front if that feels good, and then cartwheel it back down and come back to tabletop. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So this time you have your left knee planted on the mat and extend your right knee is planted, left leg is behind you, and reach your left arm up and towards the sky in a supported side plank on this side. You can add gentle movements in the top arm if that feels good. Deep breaths in and out. You're doing great. Your choice to take some time, bringing a little bit of warmth to your body, is a valuable one. Slowly rise up on your torso for stargazer on this other side. So reaching your arms up and over your head, your left leg is still spread out, is still placed behind you, your right knee is still planted on the earth. Wonderful. Come on back to a low lunge and then tabletop. From here, sink your hips up and back in down dog. Exhale and inhale here. Feeling the strength of your legs, of your arms, of your core, and your breath supporting you. Just one down dog pose today. Okay. Slowly walk your feet up to your hands and come into a forward fold. You can bend your knees here, stretching out your lower back, or you can keep your legs straight if that's what feels best for your body today. You choose. Maybe you grab opposite elbows, or maybe you shake your head back and forth, yes and no, just stretching it out. Nice and slow, go ahead and start to rise back up to mountain pose. Reach your arms up and overhead, capture some sunshine for yourself, and bring your hands back down to your heart. Thank you so much for being here.